Hey guys, welcome back to another album review. Today I'm going to be talking about the new Drake and 21 Savage record, Her Loss. This is the brand new collaboration album from the two rappers Drake and 21 Savage. Drake, a man who needs no introduction at this point, one of the highest selling rappers of all time, who has been on a pretty bad album streak. Just this year he released Honestly Nevermind, which is debatably his worst. That album is awful. And then like a year before that, he dropped Certified Lover Boy, which was also pretty bad. I have not really enjoyed a Drake album that much since 2015's If You're Reading This, It's Too Late. So my expectations for him on this thing were pretty low. But then on the other hand, you have the rapper 21 Savage, who I think has been making some pretty goddamn good records in the past few years. He had I Am Greater Than I Was, Savage Mode 2 with Metro Boomin. And then while it wasn't entirely his album, who can forget about Without Warning? So yeah, maybe, just maybe, 21 Savage could bring out the best in Drake on this project, but man, that is just not the case. First off, I just want to get this out the way. This thing is barely even a collab album. This is more like a Drake album featuring 21 Savage. I'm not sure on the exact stats, so take this with a grain of salt, but I'm pretty sure 21 Savage is only on this thing like 20-something% of the time, while Drake is on like most of the rest. There's only one other feature on this thing, so like Drake has a majority of the record. And while this isn't necessarily a bad thing, look at Only Built for Cuban Links by Raekwon. Would that album be the same thing without the features from Ghostface Killah? Probably not. But here, I don't know, 21 is just very underutilized. Let's talk about the tracks that I did enjoy. For one, the opener, Rich Flex, is a good opener. I enjoy this one. I've been seeing the memes going around, Drake, 21, can you do something for me shit. I don't know, I kind of like the intro. It's silly, but it's catchy. It's been stuck in my head since this thing came out. I don't know, I like it. Drake kind of carries on this song too. I'm not too big of a fan of 21 Savage's verse. I think his bars are kind of and that Megan Thee Stallion Savage, like, interpolation and flow was really awkwardly put in and it's not flattery. Yeah, Drake comes in with like this sung segue that's pretty cool, then goes into this interpolation of 21 Savage's Red Ops, that slaughter gang shit.
Mother gang shit.
I liked that a lot, and then he even does the same flow as T.I.'s 24s to start off his verse. And yeah, the verse itself is pretty good. Drake actually sounds like he is kind of hungry on this track. I like his rapping a lot. Right after that, we have the song Major Distribution, which is this kind of short banger. I like Drake's sung intro, and yeah, both Drake and 21 Savage do pretty good on this track. Like I said, it's short, does not overstay its welcome like a lot of the songs on this thing. And skipping way ahead in the track list to the song Pussy and Millions with Travis Scott. Yeah, I like this beat a lot. 21 and Drake do good. The Travis feature is great. The only problem I really have with this track is that once Travis's verse starts, the bass kind of just gets really fucking bad. Like, the bass just sounds like absolute shit. I don't know who mixed this thing, but that bass needs to be turned down. And then the last track that I could say that I properly enjoyed would probably be the 21 Savage solo track 3 AM in Glenwood. I don't know, I like 21's rapping. He's not doing too much crazy, but not doing too little. I mean, I like the beat. 21's bars are pretty good. Doesn't overstay its welcome. It's a nice track. But man, aside from those highlights, there are some very shitty moments on this thing. Hours in Silence is a 6-minute song where Drake is singing for the majority of the time, and holy fuck, this thing is just boring. More recently, I have found Drake to be one of the least interesting and just boring singers ever. His singing is not passionate, there is no emotion or soul in his voice, he just sounds like he is fucking dying half the time. And man, the last 3 minutes of the 6-minute track is just Drake lazily kind of singing. He's barely even singing, he's kind of just like mumbling around, and it fucking sucks. And while that is the worst offender, I kind of feel that way about most of Drake's singing on this thing, and his rapping too. His rapping style has become so lazy that it's just so unentertaining to listen to. And look, it's fine to have like a laid-back flow, but Drake straight up sounds uninterested on nearly every track on this thing. And for 21's case, like I said earlier, he's really underutilized. He is not on this thing a lot. He kind of just comes in for like a verse on each track and that's it. Even then, these are really not the strongest 21 Savage verses. He could have done a lot better. Another thing that I have with a lot of these songs is that I feel like other people just could have used these beats a lot better. The song Back Outside Boys sounds like it could be like a pretty good Gunna or Young Thug song. Drake just kind of doesn't fit right on it. Middle of the Ocean has a great beat. I love the beat switches, but man, I don't know. Drake just is not that entertaining of a rapper, like I said. Someone like JID could have murdered this beat. There's also the song Jumbotron Shit Poppin', where Drake is like a Cardi fan, I guess. He's talking about dying lit and being a vamp. But yeah, Young Thug could have fucking killed this track. Drake is even using like that sort of Young Thug voice and flow on this thing too. Like, just get Young Thug on this beat. Another pretty bad highlight was on the song Circo Loco, which has this Daft Punk sample of One More Time, and man, Drake and 21 Savage do not do this beat justice at all. I don't know, these two just sound really fucking goofy over this beat, and my god, when Drake tries to sing along to the One More Time fucking sample, God, man, please, never sing again, Drake. Please. Someone like Babytron could have done way better on this sample, I'm just saying. And to my final, like, big complaint, the terrible fucking bars on this thing. And not just, like, he's saying, like, dumb or, like, goofy lyrics, he's just being a fucking bitch on this thing. Like, on Circo Loco, that line about Megan Thee Stallion, and look, people are all like, it wasn't actually about Megan. He's talking about BBL shots. Look, Drake would have to be a complete fucking idiot to not realize what people would think of that line. He did that intentionally. Like I said, unless he's a fucking idiot, which I don't think he is that dumb to do. And then there's also a Kanye diss on this thing, and Kanye replied to this thing. Kanye, at one of the worst moments in his career, Kanye responds to this thing saying, "Hey Drake, it's all love, dude. Why don't we stop this beef? It's all love." And when current Kanye is saying shit like that, what the fuck? Like, how do you get shit on by fucking Kanye right now? And just what was the point of that line in the first place? Why are you trying to start more beef? You and Kanye made up. You were crying to Runaway at that concert. What are you talking about? There's also a line that could be about Ice Spice on this thing, and dude, why? You going after these younger artists for sex is not a flex. It's just fucking weird. Why are you saying shit like this? Bro is 36, by the way. This man is 36. And yeah, those are like the worst Drake lines on this thing, but I will not let 21 Savage escape. On the song More M's, which kind of grew off of me after multiple listens, it's just an alright song. 21 Savage has the line, "I like fried rice, you better cook like you an Asian." Oh my god, 21, why? Overall, like, I don't know, this is a bit better than Drake's recent projects, but pretty significantly worse than 21 Savage's latest. And what I will say about this thing as a whole, unlike Honestly Nevermind and Certified Lover Boy, this thing is more entertaining the entire way through. You're not falling asleep like you were with those two previous albums. Hopefully Drake goes on like a steady improvement of quality in his music, because this could be like a sign of better times. And I don't know, man, like, Drake is just draining me mentally, and just, I don't know, I cannot stand modern Drake. Gonna give this one a 4 out of 10. Thank you for watching this video. Tell me what you thought about the album in the comment section. Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? Tell me how I'm wrong. Tell me how you agree with me. Here's a previous review of an album that I actually did like a lot. Check it out if you want. Yeah, that's about it. See you next time, hopefully.